Hi, welcome to the latest Tea with Lady T. I have one of the most spectacular people I've met since I moved here just by chance, Miss Samantha Minor. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, great, great. I was just thinking about, I contacted you for the interview. I was like, I got to make sure that I get her on at least first of the year because you stand for what I know people are trying to do their mind and get their mind in order for wellness and health and peace, just to have that spectacular 2023. So I thought you would be amazing to kick off 2023 with the latest tea. So I just want to, give a little history background to the viewers. I met this young lady at a restaurant, and she just walked up to me and was talking and telling me about her business. Her charisma was just so dynamic. And I just knew from that particular moment, once you shared a little of your story with me, I knew that I wanted to have you in the community. And when I say community, it's just a bunch of women and even men and children that all stands for something in wellness and health and just to outreach. So I am so glad that I did meet you. No meetings are at chance, everything happens for a reason. So I know your story, but I would love for you to share with the viewers who is Samantha Minor.
First off, thank you so much for having me. I'm honored. And that was a great intro. Like, I need you to do my intro for me everywhere I go from now on. So, who is Samantha Minor? So, first off, I am a mom of seven. I am a two-time cancer survivor. And basically, what my goal is to share the importance of health and wellness for everyone, but mostly women, especially mothers, because we really don't take the time that we need to take care of ourselves and care for ourselves.
So true, so true.
So yes, I'm just spread the word.
Right. And we need a lot of women like that, a lot of people in general just to share. We can get online and Google or watch a lot of TV shows, of celebrities are sharing and they have, of course, great information, but to see someone that's in your community that's around you that looks like you, um, the information tends to go over better with, regular people, as to say, so everything that you are doing and your outreach program and things of that sort is what we really actually need within our community. So I know you said that you are a two-time cancer survivor. So you want to give backstory about that?
Sure, absolutely. So the first time I was diagnosed, it was in 2019. The type of cancer is called leiomyosarcoma. It is a soft tissue cancer. At the time, I just had them do surgery to remove it. It was a 7 centimeter tumor that was attached to my vena cava. It caused me to have blood clots on my lungs. It was a really traumatic experience, especially the way that they found it. And I just really went down a dark path. I was really, really in a dark place. And I knew of God, but I hadn't worked on my relationship with him, so to speak. And so, once you start down a dark path, you just get further and further and it's hard to get out. Well, after the surgery, I just did the best that I could, right?
Right.
So on, after I was cancer free, I was living life and kind of got off the path that I feel like God had put me on. I got away from my purpose. And a lot of people use the word purpose and kind of seek it, kind of want to know what it is, but don't really go for it. So it wasn't until, let's see, we're in 2023 now. So end of 2021, I just turned 41 years old. And a couple weeks after my birthday was diagnosed again. And so I spent the first 6 months of 2022 going through chemo and radiation. And that's where my walk with God really started, because I'm like, okay, I'm not going through this for no reason. Like, Lord, show me what to do with what I'm going through. So I believe that when you're working on healing yourself, it's mind, body, spirit, it's as a whole, and going to the cancer hospital, they're just working on the body. They're just working on putting something in you that's going to get rid of the cancer. But what about everything else? And so a really, really close friend of mine, she introduced me to her godmother, who is a spiritual coach. So I was already going to therapy to work on,
Right.
issues, right? And so once she introduced me to her godmother and set me up with these spiritual coaching sessions, that's when, as she puts it, we could heal the cancers that cause cancer, like the real, traumas that we experience in our lives. And so really, I would go to chemo on Wednesday, come home in the evening, and then have my coaching sessions with her to work on healing all of me.
Awesome, awesome. Well, one thing about it is we know that God is taking you down this path for you to be able to share and to reach out and tell your story and give other people that's going through that a sense of hope, because you're very resilient, coming through that at that young of an age. Just like now, we hear people that's getting cancer, they're younger and younger. We know we had the childhood cancer, so we know that. But when you live healthy all of your life, and then you 35, 40 years old, and you think you're in the prime of your life, and then bam, you're hit with something out the blue. So you know that there's a reason behind it. And it was just a good thing, like you said, that you start seeking God. We all have a relationship with him, but it's always something that makes us try to get that relationship even stronger. It's just like a light switch that hit. And so I truly understand exactly what you're saying with that. And I just thank you so much for even seeking the help for yourself so you can help somebody else. A lot of people won't do that. They won't go to therapy, or they won't find spiritual coaches. They feel like they can do it on their own. So kudos to you for doing that. You're such an amazing person. So I also know that you have a line. Is it the wellness skincare candle line?
Yes. So my company is called Lady Minor. Honestly, my kids always made fun of me because I've always had an obsession for candles. And I was going through a divorce, but before it got to the point of divorce, I found myself alone a lot. Usually on Friday nights, I would get off of work and I would let the kids do whatever they wanted to do, order pizza, whatever it was that they wanted to kind of get them out of my hair. And then I would make myself my own special dinner, have a bottle of wine, sometimes champagne, depending on how rough the week was. But I noticed that no matter what I did on Fridays for that self-care time, I always lit a candle. And after the first cancer diagnosis, I really wanted to start being careful of what was in my home, what I was putting in my body, on my body, and around me. So I started making candles. They're all natural soy candles. But I wanted to add more because self-care, it's really something like self-care shouldn't be a luxury. It shouldn't even be an option. It should be something that we're actually doing for ourselves to make sure that we're pouring back into ourselves, because you can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly.
So the candles, I have journals, everything that's really going to help elevate your self-care routine at home.
Okay, and that is Live Minor, correct?
Lady Minor.
Lady Minor, I'm sorry. So yes, so how do you go on your store, on your website, and order like your candles? But I think I'm gonna have to get me one too.
Oh, absolutely. So you can find me at ladyminor.com is the website. And on Instagram, you can find me at Lady Minor Boutique. And then my personal Instagram is Samantha Jade Minor, where I'm very active on there with like what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, working out, things like that. So it's health and wellness all like wrapped into one Instagram page.
Right. And I've been on that page, and you do some mornings. I was like, oh, I be reading. I'm like, okay. So yeah, because we seek, we're always on the internet. We're always on social media, and I've turned around my social media to the point where I have more positives and, soul searching and health and wellness. So it's like a pleasure to wake up in the morning and scroll through your social media. You're like, okay, that's nice. And it just gets your day started. And sometimes even throughout the day, we'll go on social media and I'll run across one of your posts. So again, you're awesome from that. And I know if I'm getting the effects from it, I know other people are as well. So just keep doing your thing, because you may not feel like it's reaching, but it's reaching. So just make sure that you keep doing that. And I know you stated that you're trying to get a some type of event going on. And what is that about?
So what I'm doing, so I'm also a part of a women's group here in Tampa called BSIS, Black Sisters in Synergy. And hopefully you'll have our leader, Suki, on sometime soon. She would love to chat with you and tell you more.
Yes, I will.
But it's a community of, I think we're at 900 women now in our group. And what I personally wanted to do is put on an event this year and make it an annual event where it's pretty much a health and wellness expo. And I want to have anyone and everyone that has any type of business in health and wellness, whether they're a therapist, they own a spa, whatever the case may be. And I want everyone to come together, nutritionists, everyone, to talk about the importance of what they do and how it's important to have those things and implement some of those exercises in your life.
That is awesome. When you talked about it, it made me think, that'll be a good platform, a good segue, because even, we briefly discussed about trying to do maybe a cancer seminar for people they're survivors, or people that has family members that passed, or things of that sort later on through the year, or maybe next year. But make sure that, with the expo that you're getting together, let me know, because I would love to come out and, interview some of the amazing people. What I do is basically want everyone to have a chance to get their business or whatever their specialty is out there. I'm big on community outreach. I'm big on wellness, health. Still trying to make sure I go to that gym, but
Oh, that's what I do. Just start at home.
And it's like I've been doing good for so long, and then it just stopped. But 2023 is gonna be the year. I know. So what anything else you would like the viewers to know about you, or what you have going on, or you want to share your social media again so they will have it?
Yes, absolutely. So again, at Samantha Jade Minor, that's Jade, at Samantha Jade Minor on Instagram, and at Lady Minor Boutique on Instagram, as well as ladyminor.com. Oh, and you know what? Before I forget, SamanthaJadeMinor.com, where I have my health and wellness blog that I just started, and there's also like Bible devotionals on there that I also post.
Okay, I don't think I'm on that one. So as soon as we get off of this, I would be going on there as well, because you're just such a light. And I am so glad again that I met you, and also that you all had offered me the invitation of being a part of your group, the Synergy group. So I know I'm looking forward to, being more active with you all and seeing you around Tampa and just helping in any way possible that I can. So thank you again so much for that. You very rarely, meet people just out the blue that just brings you in, and then they're just so captivating. So again, I just want to say thank you. And viewers, make sure that you go to her website. I mean, when I say that the things that she posts, it'll get you started for the day, or it make you think, or it make you kind of just write your own things down, that you have. So make sure that you go on all of her social media sites. I'm going to join that new one for your blog. So thank you so much. And I do really appreciate you, Samantha, for taking the time out of your day to come on here and just even share with me. I'm doing the interviews to put them out there, but I really think I'm doing them for myself. Just to get the motivation and, just to be around dynamic people with a purpose. And so, again, I just want to say thank you from me.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. Thank you for having me. I really, truly appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. This is Lady T, and that is Samantha Minor. And thank you for showing up. Goodbye.